there seems to be a little disagreement on exactly what happened. So here is Google Voice. This is a record of all my text messages back and forth. I have no way of editing this. This is directly from Google Voice's servers. This is the conversation I had with the owner of the company after I tried to work with Omar on getting this issues resolved. So as you can see, I sent him a copy of the text messages I had with Omar. They started on August 1st, where I told him looks like the water heater will be here tomorrow between 10 and 12, keeping them informed of when I was getting the hardware. They said, awesome, we will see you Thursday morning. We still good for tomorrow morning? And I said, yes, water heater is here in good condition. Great, we'll see you in the morning, en route to you. I said, ready and waiting. After they left, I had a discussion with him about cleaning up some small items. He said he would contact me back. I waited 4 days and never heard back from him, so I sent him a little message just to remind him, hey, this is still outstanding. In that little message, I said I was looking forward to giving you a nice review and having more work done. I think the job you did on the pressured pipes looks well done, and minor things could have been cleaned up in very little time. I can finish the drywall patch, but don't have the tools to reroute the gas and drainage pipes correctly, which leaves me disappointed that the job couldn't be finished as well as might have been. You were both polite and pleasant, and I wish things go well for you. This was on August 7th, 4 days after the install. I waited another 4 days and then let him know that I found some major issues. It looks like the exhaust and intake pipes were connected backwards on my water heater, and this is causing error 29 to keep popping up. I need this corrected, please. I can send you photos of the manual and the installation if needed. The way it is installed, the exhaust is venting to the closet and the intake is going to the roof. This is at Wednesday, the 11th, Wednesday at 11:56 p.m. So sent him some pictures just to show him what's going on. As you can see, it still has not been corrected. There is evidence of insulation all over the top of this. This was not shop vac. This was not cleaned out. This is very dirty and lots of stuff here, which is normal. That's not the issue I'm complaining about. I'm just showing, this shows evidence that yes, this was not shop vac in any way, shape, or form. Error 29, just showing the error. This is another picture of, this is the exhaust. As you can see, the exhaust is porting directly into my workshop. This is the intake, which is the pipe going up through the roof. This should be over here, and this one should be over here. This is all I'm asking to be corrected. This is the manual showing exactly how this should have been connected with the exhaust and the intake, giving you different options on how you could have connected this. This picture here shows very clearly how mine should have been installed, with the intake on the right, venting into the garage, into the workshop, and the exhaust pipe going in on the left. As you could see, the way he installed it, the exhaust pipe is going in the right, and the intake is going into the left, which is backwards. So here's the photo of the current installation, the error code, and the manual. If you note, the connections are labeled and the exhaust is on the left and connected to the elbow in the closet. I am not requesting anything other than this be corrected. If you note the time here, this was done on October 6th, more than 2 months after the installation. This is over 2 months after the installation. I've never heard back from him on all these texts that I made to him. Not a single time did he respond after the installation date. So here's the installation date. All the V's are Omar, and then this is all my text to him, and up to October 6th, when I finally disputed the charges, and the owner called me back and I said, okay, I will send you this information. Here's more pictures, just reiterating what we've seen. This is the original pictures that I sent to him instead of a copy of the text message we had with Omar. So here's what I sent to the owner. I don't recall his name. I'm sorry about that. And it's just more pictures of the exact same thing. Once again, here's the insulation on top, a lot of other dirt and miscellaneous crap up here. Here is the gas pipe, the way he ran it. If you look, see the angle here and how tight that is stretched? This gas pipe was way too short for the installation. And he stretched it so bad that it was leaking up here. All I did was take a bottle of water, put a couple of drops of dish soap in it, and sprayed it on there, and you could see the bubbles forming under the soapy water. So he did not do a soapy water test. Also, if you look, this is the drain pan he puts in. It's about 1/4 of an inch lower on the left than it is the right. And you can also see a very large square hole he left in my wall through all of this. Now, I wasn't expecting a drywaller repair of this, but I was expecting him to keep the pieces he pulled out and at least tack them up here to hide the wall. You also note the insulation from this wall is missing. He shoved it all in the bottom of this wall, hiding it from view so it's not insulating anymore to the interior of the house. This is a couple of, like I said, more minor things, but they all kind of added up. They could have been fixed very quickly and easily if he had just responded. He was ghosting me the entire time, never responded. Keep going down, the rest of the installation. The drain pipe, instead of running that down and around and giving me area in here, this is run right up to the front of the door and across, not hiding it or getting it out of the way at all. It's literally in your face. As soon as you open this door, you've got this big pipe shoving out. Why couldn't you have run it along the wall back here, down and underneath, and out that way? More pictures, the same thing. Once again, I want to show, look at this pipe is stretched to its very maximum. He actually stretched this out. He didn't have the proper length pipe. Stretched it out over the front of this catch basin, through everything else. You could see the dent here where it's actually pushing against this drain pipe because it's stretched so tight. Another picture of the job here. And once again, this pipe that's sitting right in front could have very easily been run across this wall and down over here. He decided to go ahead and run it in the front for some reason. The other thing is with this pipe, why couldn't we run this beside the gas pipe and over on the edge here instead of out in the middle of the floor? Minor things that would have been very easy to fix. More pictures, and then my comments to him is, here are the photos of the work before I fixed the issues. So this is saying, this is before I touched anything. Note, the exhaust pipe pumping carbon monoxide into my enclosed garage, crooked pan, and the pipe runs into the free space, not to mention the giant hole in the drywall with the insulation removed. How long do you think I should have waited to fix the gas leak and the CO pumping into my garage from a plumber not responding to my attempts to contact him over a month? So I'm complaining to them at this point in time. He's never responded to me. This is on October 6th, 2 months, over 2 months after they installed it. All right, so this is my corrections. Now you see the exhaust goes up to the ceiling and exhausts out the way it's supposed to. The only thing I did with this pipe is turn it counterclockwise 1/4 of a turn to move it from here to here. Nothing else was done with this pipe. Not moved up, down, or anything. Pulled it out of this, moved it over here, moved this from here back over to there to the intake where it's supposed to be. Here are photos of my repairs to ensure my health and safety, as well as the drywall repairs. So I did tighten out the connections here. There's nothing wrong with the pipe. It just wasn't tightened all the way. Once I put 1/8 of a turn or less, the air bubble stopped growing on this, and there's no more propane leak. Also, you can see my drywall repairs to cover up that very large hole they put in the back. Not sure why I sent him his card, but, oh, that's his card. Okay, so this is the guy that called me and was communicating with me. So this is Jose Zamora, and he contacted me on October 6th, more than 2 months. And then he said, is Monday morning a good day for Omar to come out and finish the job? I said, sure, on October 7th. So this is, once again, over 2 months. Then this Jose Zamora contacted me and asked if Monday, after October 7th, a good day for Omar to come out and finish the job. So this clearly shows Omar was not out a couple of days after, over 2 months after. Then, awesome, I've added you to the schedule for Monday morning between 8 a.m. and noon. Thank you and have a wonderful time. Did I get the date time wrong, or did you mean they would get here between 8 and noon to start? So this is October 9th, 2023, and this is there be between 8 and noon, just confirming the time. Said, thanks, you're welcome. And then after 2 months of troubleshooting, so it still was giving me that error 29. And they said after 2 months of troubleshooting, we finally tracked down the cause of the error 29 issue that was shutting off the water heater. Blown-in insulation from the attic must have fallen into the air intake and exhaust opening on top of the water heater while it was being installed. I had to use my shop vac to clean out the unit to get proper airflow. It is working properly now. So I confirmed on October 24th that I finally found the problem by dismantling the front and the insides of the top where they have screens, that air intake was clogged with insulation. Just letting you know to help avoid the issue in the future. Have a nice day. Then he responded, good morning, I'm glad it's working properly now. I'll share this information with my tech. Have a wonderful day. That is exactly what took place between us and Pro Veterans Plumbing. And he did not, I want to make very clear, the only time he called me back is on October 6th. I disputed the charges with my credit card company, and they contacted them saying that those charges were being in dispute and the funds would be held until the dispute was settled. All of a sudden, I got a call from them saying, oh, what can we do to resolve this? After more than 2 months of me trying to contact, reaching out over and over, and getting no response, I finally was only able to be contacted after that. I know I'm repeating myself, but it seems to be getting lost here someplace. And then if you want to look at the actual statement with Veterans Plumbing, this is me talking to Omar. This is just a repeat of what I copied to Jose. And this is just scheduled delivery. Awesome, thank you. I've sent him nothing but polite worded, looking forward to giving you a review. Looks like the exhaust were connected backwards in my water heater. I need this corrected, please. Can I send you photos of the manual? This is just a repeat of what I've already explained at the beginning of the video. I hope this helps clear this up a little bit. I know that there was some confusion on this, and people are saying he said, she said, but like I said, this is my records. I cannot change these. These are on Google. They are exactly what happened. Nothing's been added or deleted. I don't know how else to show that other people are not telling the full story and making up things. All right.